Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with my most anticipated books of 2019. Now every time I make this video, like as soon as I post it, I find like 6 or 7 more books that I'm like, oh that's really cool, I'm excited for that next year. And then I'm like, ugh, I don't want to go back and edit my video. So this will just have like a tentative list of these are the books that I'm super fucking pumped for 2019. The ones that I have at the moment all have like tentative release dates. Like these are the release dates that I found on Goodreads when I looked at them like an hour ago. Note that they are still subject to change, which is incredibly frustrating and has happened with one of my most anticipated books already, and we're not even into the 2019 year yet. But I mean, as always, if I get any of these dates wrong, just let me know in the comments down below so I can be aware and people reading the comments can be aware and we can all just coexist and help each other out. Anyway, these are the books that I'm most anticipating in 2019. I'll kick things off with obviously my most anticipated books of 2019. There's 4 of them. I said there's 4 of them. So obviously we have Dark Dawn by J. Kristoff, which is set to come out in September, which was obviously supposed to come out in September in 2018. Now I have read an early draft of this book, so I don't know what the final copy will be like, hence why I'm so fucking pumped for it. And any excuse I get to see my girl Mia again, I'm happy. Then we have Dark Age by Pierce Brown, which has recently been pushed back to July. It was supposed to come out, I think in February or January of 2019, but it's been pushed back. That one I'm super pumped for. Obviously that's the second book after Iron Gold in the new trilogy set 30 years, 10 years after the Red Rising trilogy. I'm really excited for Holy Sister by Mark Lawrence, which comes out at this stage on April 4th. This is obviously the 3rd and final book in the Book of the Ancestor series, and I'm so excited to see how it wraps up. I'm going to do a whole reread of the series before April, just because it's one of those books that I want to know like every little intricate detail about before I get into the final book. And we have Dragon Republic by R.F. Kong, which is the second book after The Poppy War, which was like probably one of my favorite books, if not my favorite book of last year. That one's set for an August 6th release. Again, this is just what Goodreads has told me, but I'm really pumped for this one. Alrighty, so the next ones are just books that again I'm just super pumped for, whether I know about them or they're like the 2nd or 3rd in the series, or they're new to me and I just really like the premise of it and I'm pretty pumped for it. So these are they. First of all, we have King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo, which comes out on January 29th. This one is focused around Nikolai, who was a character in the Grisha trilogy, briefly mentioned and met in Crooked Kingdom, which is the other series. That's where I met him from, so I don't like know him from the Grisha trilogy, and I'm like reluctant to read the Grisha trilogy because I tried and I didn't love it, but I'm thinking that I might, if I need to read King of Scars. But apparently Nina from Six of Crows will also make an appearance in that, which I'm really pumped for. Next up we have Descendant of the Crane by Joan Hay, which is a book that I don't know much about, but I love the cover and I've heard good things about it from people who have read arcs, and also the general premise is something that I'm pretty keen on. That one's due to drop on April the 2nd. This one is a Chinese inspired fantasy which features, I think she's kind of like a princess, but her father the king died. Then she's obviously forced to become the queen of this nation. She goes to a soothsayer for like help and to find out about her father's murderer, and it just kind of spirals from there. I'm also super keen for In an Absent Dream by Shauna Maguire, which comes out on January 8th. This is the 4th book in the Wayward Children series. This one is focused around a character that we met in book 1, and it's her story, which I'm really keen to read. We also have Deviate by J. Kristoff, which comes out in May, but this is the 2nd book after Lifelike, which focuses primarily on Lemon Fresh, which I'm keen for. I'm keen. Lemon Fresh was like my favorite character in Lifelike, so I'm keen for her to get her own story. Next up we have Blood Heir by Amelie Wenzhou, which is another book that I don't know too much about, but I've heard nothing but good things, and I really like the premise, so I'm super psyched for it. This one is due out on June 4th, and once again this one is about a princess who has this ability to work blood, and her father the emperor dies, but she's actually sentenced for his murder. So she makes a bargain with this underground crime lord to find her father's real murderer and stop the new bad guy trying to take the throne. We also have Time of Blood by John Gwynne, which comes after A Time of Dread, which is kind of related to and comes after The Faithful and the Fallen saga, which was one of my favorite series of 2018. That one's due on April 18th. I also have 4 Dead Queens by Astrid Schultz, which comes out on February 26th. And 2 books that I thought I would never say I am anticipating due to my history with, but I'm super anticipating Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare and Red Scrolls of Magic by Cassandra Clare. These are the new series. Obviously Chain of Gold focuses on Tessa and Will's children, so it's set in like the Edwardian era, and then Red Scrolls of Magic focuses on Magnus and Alec. And yes, fine, I'll read the Infernal Devices and the Mortal Instruments. I'll do it. Just for you. I'll do a whole vlog on reading a series I thought I would never read. So those are a few of the books that I'm anticipating for 2019. No doubt my list will expand in the time before they come out, and I'll be like, oh my god, there are all these new books I'm anticipating, or books will be announced after posting this video, because that's just the way of the world. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know which books you're most anticipating for 2019, and I'll see you next time. Bye!